going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 31 Days of Horror. I am your host, Mood616, and thank you once again for stopping in, guys. Yes, day 27 here on the 31 Days of Horror Vol.5. And I just want to say right up front, I want to apologize for my voice. I kind of lost it last night during our Halloween murder mystery party. So it's very hard for me to talk today. So, yes. Yeah, day 27 here, man. I really have been wanting to check out this film because it's from a company that I've had really good luck with, man. Scream Team Releasing has released so many good films over the last few years and stuff, and they're a really interesting indie company that just really releases quality indie films, and I love that. This one right here is from 2017, and it's called Bong of the Living Dead. Yes, so, with a title like that, you pretty much know that it's going to be a zomcom. And yeah, so getting into the synopsis of this one, basically this one's about, a group of friends that are essentially potheads. They sit around and smoke weed like pretty much all day, discuss zombie outbreaks and things like that. They're a bunch of movie geeks, so they're referencing George A. Romero films and just zombie films in general and stuff like that. And they're really actually anticipating a zombie apocalypse and stuff. So when the zombie outbreak actually happens, they kind of decide that it's not all that it's cracked up to be, really. They realize that other people are out there kind of controlling everything and stuff, and it's not really that much fun. So what they do is they just kind of lock themselves in their house and just kind of live. So that's pretty much the premise of the film. Now, my thoughts on this one. Now, I've always said that zomcoms have one job. And that one job is to make you laugh and at least entertain you, right? I mean, the movie doesn't have to be groundbreaking. It doesn't have to be anything new. It doesn't have to be reinventing the wheel kind of thing. It just has to be funny and entertaining. But unfortunately, this movie right here does neither of those things. It's not very funny at all. And there's not really a lot going on. It's very interesting because, a zomcom generally has a lot of jokes and it has a lot of zombie action and stuff. This one just has a lot of character action in it, for lack of a better term, not any action really. It's just a lot of dialogue and stuff. It's a lot of the characters just kind of interacting with each other. There's a little bit of zombie action here and there and stuff, but really, man, we get most of the zombie action within probably the last 10 minutes of the film, which is kind of unfortunate because the ride there is kind of boring. It's literally these guys sitting around in their house, kind of what you're seeing on the screen here, and just kind of conversating with each other, conversing and stuff, and just being bored with the whole zombie apocalypse, right? I understand that's the premise of the film. It's kind of, they're just bored with it, but at least make it entertaining with good dialogue and good jokes and stuff like that. It's just a lot of scenes with them eating cereal and shit. It's like, okay. Yeah, this one right here, I was very let down by it. It's definitely better than Zombieland 2 Double Crap, that piece of shit film that I watched earlier this week, man. I absolutely hated that movie with every ounce of my passion. It was just a really, really poorly constructed zomcom. It was terrible. This one actually did make me laugh a couple times, but I was just amazed at the lack of, comedic timing in the film too. Like some of it comes off awkward and stuff. And also the fact that there's really not a lot of zombies in it. So there's not really a lot of great kills, there's not really a lot of great gore in it and stuff like that. So it only runs about 80 minutes. Surprisingly, it did go by pretty fast because I was really just anticipating something to happen. But it just never really did. The other odd thing is it has this kind of it's got this minor comedic tone through the first hour, and then it goes super dead serious in the last 20 minutes. And I'm like, okay, so it kind of switches tones from being a little bit silly to, super serious, and then it has this little bit of a zombie outbreak. And I'm like, okay, that's it. And then the ending is super underwhelming and shit too. And I'm like, oh man, very, very disappointed with this movie from Scream Team Releasing. It's actually the third title that I've reviewed in this 31 Days of Horror, this year, along with Murder Made Easy and Close Calls. And throughout the years, I've reviewed a lot of their films, The Barn, The Witching Season, 1031. The list goes on and on, man. The Sleeper. I've done all these films. They released so much great stuff, but this one just didn't really cut it for me, man. I was very disappointed with this. So I'm going to rate this one about a 4 out of 10. I did laugh a couple times, but overall, not very entertaining whatsoever. It does have some nudity and stuff, which is kind of even awkwardly placed. And actually, some of the editing in the film is actually a little bit awkward also, which is very annoying to me. But yeah, not a terrible, terrible film, just not what it's supposed to accomplish, which is make you laugh. That's what zomcoms are supposed to do. But yeah, Bong of the Living Dead. Don't recommend it. That's going to do it here for day 27. Check you guys tomorrow on day 28. And as usual, deuces!